Weight division. First, in the blue corner, the fighter from Russia, Hussain Yakovlev. And the fighter in the red corner, coming way of Afghanistan, Hussainbakhsh Safari. Meet the fighter in the blue corner. He is 29 years old, standing at 5 feet 11, weighing 134 pounds. His professional record, 2 wins, 3 losses. From Yakutsk, Russia, Hussain Yakovlev. His opponent in the red corner, he is 27 years old, standing at 5'5" and 134 pounds. His professional record, 5 wins, 1 defeat. Hussainbakhsh Safari. Referee of the night is Nikolai Shapirov.
The fight is about to begin. This is Eagle Fight Club. When the fight begins, your referee is Nikolai Shapirov. We are set for action. Both fighters are ready. Sportsmanship is underway. Safari is in red. Yakovlev is in blue. The feel-out process begins. Good leg kick to begin the action in this icebreaker. Very good punch attempt by Safari. He had some malice on that. Now responds with a good calf kick. From what we see, the educated feet in this fight seem to be in the belonging much more of Yakovlev, at least from the early demonstrations. But Safari apparently wants to put a difference to that. There is a stoppage. The referee allows the indication. That's good. Proactive referee. You always want that. Both fighters still trying to find their way in this. Good couple set of punches by Safari, but he doesn't find anyone home. You see Yakovlev applying that low kick steadily but surely. Now we go to the ground. Apparently a short-lived attempt by Safari, who continues applying the clinch here. He is pressuring and doing exactly what's correct. Finally, we have the establishment of what way Safari wants to go. He saw that the standing fight was not going to go his way with the striking necessarily. Yakovlev in the short seemed somewhat better in that department. So Safari is going with what works. Good punch to the face by Safari. And the pressure continues. He's using the cage in a smart way. Granted, Yakovlev is defending himself properly, getting back to his feet, but will he be able to get the clinch off while the takedown by Safari goes in play again, allowing this to continue in the ground. Now he's getting on his back. Got to be careful, the rear naked choke here, but meanwhile, Safari continues to set up, and he does get it through. We could be in danger of this finalizing if he gets the best of holds here. Submission could be underway. You got to be careful of that position, especially if he properly continues using the cage in his favor. Yakovlev in trouble here. He manages to get the hold away, but rear naked choke threat in pure hold. You got to be careful if you're Yakovlev. You need to get out of this predicament. In danger mode. Again, manages to roll out, but Safari is not giving up the stands. He is continuing applying the pressure by the back. That also takes a lot from that in the area of cardio of the fighter. So Yakovlev needs to find a way to get off his predicament. He's close to the cage. If he manages to use it in his favor, then awesome. If not, he could be in much trouble. And so far, Safari is closing up as much as possible, which is a smart fight. There you go, Yakovlev being able to touch the cage with his feet finally, but not being able to get Safari to let go of his grip. He manages it here for a short moment, but Safari does not let go of him totally. Now applies the punches to weaken out Yakovlev. Continues here trying to get that submission in. More punches to the head of Yakovlev. Yakovlev is desperately trying to get off this positioning that he's been placed on, and he gets it here. Although you got to credit Safari, he just doesn't want to let go of this being dealt with in the mat, tying him up in a triangling position here. Yakovlev just has been unable to let anything go his way. This is a lot of mat control time that Safari has accumulated. Around 3:35 of this round, he began dominating in the mat and it has continued so far.
Action, действие, подниму.
15 seconds to go in this fight. Very good first round for Safari. Now Yakovlev giving in some rib punches here. Good rib cage damage. The fight has this first round end, and Safari looking good so far, so good through the first round. There you see everyone here actively having fun, having business get done in the way that if you enjoy fights, you definitely enjoy Eagle Fight Club. The corners are actively giving the advice necessary. If you're Yakovlev, you're probably trying to figure out how you're going to get off of not getting taken to the mat again. So we've seen that the superior fighter in the mat is Safari. So Yakovlev is trying to establish here how he can get the fight to stay standing so he can get the striking going. We saw some of it. It was just a very short window, especially once Safari noticed that Yakovlev seems to be better standing. It's great. You don't want to take the fight to your opponent's place of being a better fighter. You want to establish your fight.
Round two.
Second round is about to start. See how Yakovlev actually goes about it. Now he's pressuring in, but it's okay if you're a wrestler. You feel confident about what is happening here because you can use the cage in your favor. Good punch attempt by Yakovlev, and again, Safari goes effectively, looking to take this fight to the mat once again. The clinch position defended well so far by Yakovlev. And you really have to be careful here because Safari is going to try that takedown, and he's going to try and and a good couple of punches by Safari. Yakovlev goes down. He definitely shook him off. Continues to clinch. Yakovlev trying to get away as far as he can from being taken down to the mat. Question is, will he be able to do so? If it's not broken, you don't have to fix it. Safari continues a couple of punches, trying to soften up Yakovlev. Good knees. Again, a good couple of knees. But Yakovlev defends well. That's a smart thing. You got off the clinch. You weren't taken down. That's already a positive. Now let's see if he can get anything going. You got to be careful. Yakovlev loves those kicks, but there's always a related risk to you doing something like kicking when you are facing a wrestler on the other side, because they'll look at any point they can for that takedown. Good couple of punches by Safari here. Yakovlev trying to stay the distance as much as he can. Good punch by Yakovlev. Safari goes for the kick. Now again, Safari is going for the takedown attempt. He's not being able to manage it all. So Yakovlev is defending pretty well right now. You got to give him credit. That is the type of approach you need. He's been able to avoid that takedown through and through. Now, at what point if you're Yakovlev, you try and see if you can actually pressure in some way, but the offense needs to be best. The thing is, you're getting short spurts here of attacks, and there we go again, as we said. Always got to be careful. A wrestler is always going to figure a way to take you down, and this is what Yakovlev took as a lesson right here. Safari applying the pressure yet again. He's looking for that RNC once again, trying to get that submission going. Yakovlev, as you can see, he's trying to take the feet apart to try and take away the hold, triangular hold that is being applied by Safari. That takes away from his breathing capacity. That's precisely what you do. You're trying to make it as tough as possible for your opponent to force the submission. Now, good punches by Safari, who actually shifts into the ground and pound. Again, going for the submission, Safari is. Yakovlev trying to roll in whatever way to try and get away as far as he can from the submission. Safari just doesn't let go. And that's where you really get things complicated, because, hey, we are seeing how, again and again, he pressures in. And this is a good demonstration. He goes for the submission, but the thing is, when he wraps you up with his legs, he's also subtracting from your breathing capacity. So this is a very tough predicament if you're Yakovlev. He's been able to withstand so far, but he is in a lot of danger right now. You gotta wonder, how much can he withstand without being able to say, no, I give up? Takes a lot of you from the inside. Now he's defending with some punches. Equally, you still have a Safari that is winning by mat control so far with this fight. And he's been able to provide much more damage. This fight is about to finalize the second round, 15 seconds to go. Good elbows here by Yakovlev. It's just that the positioning he has right now does not favor as far as power delivering is concerned. Yakovlev is about to be safe by the bell, and effectively he is. So far, so good. You have a Safari winning this fight in a very smart way. We have a Yakovlev that avoided as much as he could being taken to the mat in this round, but he was taken down once again, and we just saw Safari that when the fight is down, he is just by far the better fighter. This already serves as a lesson to be learned by Yakovlev to improve as far as his mat game is concerned, because right now he's been fairly dominated in that area. Yakovlev, all things considered, seems good for the amount of damage he's received so far and how much he's been controlled in the mat. So, endurance and cardio, I'll give him that. Corners actively instructing the ways to end out this fight. We are ready for the beginning of the third round.
Round 3.
This kicks off. See if Yakovlev can finally establish things going right now for him. Begins out with a good calf kick. Good side punch attempt with that left. And you can wonder how elusive he can actually make it to see if he can actually capture Safari. Because that good punch, that can shake anyone. I know I would be already put to sleep with a punch like that for sure. Good calf kick here by Safari. Safari has some good punches going. I just think that he really needs to step up the precision department. That one would be best if worked. Because he does seem to have very educated hands as far as talent is concerned. It's just that he has to improve and the repetitions. Like in anything, there is nothing that bests out you having enough repetitions. So the punch looked good. It just needs to land. If you can combine that with good mat work, well, there you have a very, very uncomfortable combination for your opponents. Good exchange of punches here. Again, a good kick by Yakovlev. There you see the crowd. They are chanting for Safari, much more of what we can hear so far. So you know who your favorite to win this fight is here with the crowd. Safari is being totally claimed by the crowd. And so far, they are right. He is winning the fight. See if Yakovlev can have something to say about that. It's getting late for Yakovlev. He knows he's down to the scorecards. It's just, and there we go again. Safari looking for that clinch, which is broken up quickly by Yakovlev, but apparently he was hit in that area that no one wants to be hit, or apparently it was just maybe groin area, because he was able to recuperate quickly and of taking no seconds at the ones he can actually take to rest. Great punch by Safari here. He rocks Yakovlev. And there we go with what I was saying about the punches. If he can manage to land those and combine it with his wrestling, you got a very dangerous weapon in Safari. And there goes the crowd chants again for Safari. It's getting late for Yakovlev here. He needs to get something going because Safari is trying to make the best of this fight to make sure he seals the deal. And so far, great job at it. Great punches by Yakovlev here. Good punch by Safari once again. Yakovlev a couple of his own too. Great exchange of kicks. Both fighters thought the same thing, same time. We are winding down to the end of this third and final round. Again in the clinch position. Safari trying to have another takedown. Defended well by Yakovlev. Good knees by Yakovlev. Again, good kick. Yakovlev, if he was able to better defend, you see how that standing game works good for him. He just needs to figure out how to avoid, defend better against the takedown. And he did a fairly good job. I mean, really Safari had to work on the clinch for the takedowns. Granted, Safari is giving up some size range here. So that can also be something that properly has been taken advantage of by Yakovlev. Final 15 seconds. Good kick by Safari. Let's see if Yakovlev goes for a Hail Mary here, or if Safari allows him to. Urgency needs to be present. Great punch by Yakovlev, late one. Great punches by Safari now to respond And this one is over. We will go to the judges. And this seems Safari all the way. The crowd was with him all along. Yakovlev, like we said, he has a good standing striking game. Needs to improve in the mat game. Definitely has to step up the wrestling. He was able to defend fairly well from the clinch position, but still, he could not avoid the takedowns on multiple occasions. So that gives you an idea of what to work on for the next fight. Safari, good punches, needs to work best in the precision. So both fighters have to improve on each other's weaknesses, and that's what this is all about. Improving every day. Now we have the official results by the judges.
Fighters to the center of the ring, please. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner by unanimous decision, the fighter from Afghanistan, Hussainbakhsh Safari.
There goes your easy winner by unanimous decision, Safari. Like we said, this guy just brought such a great mat game to the board. He was able to dominate every time this was in the mat. He took the takedowns. He was able to land some punches. He could have landed even more, but like we said, it's an area of improvement. If he can combine the striking with the good wrestling that this young man showed, that's going to be someone not to mess around with. And you can see on the replays how he worked around this. He was looking all along for the submission. Rear naked choke. He tried again and again. At one point also was trying with the guillotine. Yakovlev defended well. I'll also give him credit on that. There's many fighters that would have been able to just say, you know what, I'm not going to go anymore. But Yakovlev found inside in him and kept this going, trying to get it. There you saw how he got rocked. Because again, there are good punches in Safari. It's just a matter of him being more precise. Yakovlev was never able to establish consistency in his standing striking game. And that's precisely where Safari was able to capitalize.